Hey there. Today we're diving into a critical update from Ukraine. Russia is advancing in Ukraine's east at the fastest rate since the early days of the 2022 invasion. Over the past month, Russian forces have taken an area half the size of London. In early 2022, Russian troops swept through large parts of Ukraine before being pushed back to the east and south. For the last 2 years, the front line, stretching over 1,000 kilometers, has been mostly static. But now, these recent smaller-scale advances that started in July are changing the game. Let's break it down. Russia claims Ukraine has launched attacks using US-supplied long-range missiles. In response, Russia vows retaliation while their forces advance rapidly. A recent airstrike in Sumy tragically killed 2 civilians, and rescue efforts are still underway. Meanwhile, Russia has announced sanctions against several UK officials and imposed stricter regulations on British embassy personnel, accusing them of espionage. In a significant move, Russia has deployed a new ballistic missile in Ukraine, drawing condemnation from the G7, who label this as reckless and destabilizing. Norway, showing support, has pledged over £2 billion in financial aid to Ukraine next year, bolstering their defense efforts. The international community watches with deep concern, fearing the escalating conflict's wider consequences. Now let's talk about the human side. Volodymyr Nikulin, a Ukrainian police officer, epitomizes the plight of millions displaced by the relentless Russian advance in the Donbas region. Forced to flee, he now lives out of a damaged car and a small bag of clothes, seeking refuge with friends near the front lines. Despite the chaos, Nikulin remains dedicated to his duty, assisting fellow evacuees and combating looting in conflict zones. His story, and countless others, highlight the immense human cost of this war. Millions are displaced, facing uncertain futures. Yet, amidst the turmoil, the resilience of the Ukrainian people shines through, offering hope for a peaceful resolution. In another development, Russia claims to have captured a British citizen, James Scott Rees-Anderson, who was fighting alongside Ukrainian forces. Anderson, a former signalman in the British Army, joined Ukraine's International Legion early in the war, showing solidarity with the embattled nation. His capture adds complexity to the conflict, raising concerns about his treatment and potential use in negotiations. The Ukrainian Air Force reports a shift in Russian drone tactics, with attacks now occurring in daylight, increasing civilian casualties. Ukraine continues to target Russian logistical hubs, demonstrating their resolve to resist the invasion. Anderson's father, understandably distraught, fears for his son's safety, hoping he might be a bargaining chip in future negotiations. The capture of foreign fighters introduces a new dimension to the conflict, impacting international relations and the drive for peace. To sum up, Russia's latest advances in Ukraine mark a significant shift in the conflict. The human cost is immense, but the resilience of the Ukrainian people persists. The international community's support remains crucial as we watch these developments unfold. That's all for now. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next update.